DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Prasar Bharati. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrating the Festival of Lights, Diwali, with soldiers in Himachal Pradesh. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that Gaza will be demilitarized after the war. And in sports, India-Netherlands match gets underway in Bengaluru. India wins toss and choose to bat first. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Lepcha, Himachal Pradesh, where he is celebrating Diwali, the festival of lights, with Indian soldiers. He took to social media to share the glimpses of moments he spent with the brave security forces. PM Modi said that this has been an experience filled with deep emotion and pride. He added that away from their families, these guardians of our nation illuminate our lives with their dedication. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also conveyed greetings to people on the auspicious occasion of Diwali. He said, and I quote, "Wishing everyone a very happy Diwali. May this special festival bring joy, prosperity and wonderful health to everyone's lives." Urging all to spread joy to the poor and needy, Indian President Draupadi Murmu has extended Diwali to fellow citizens living in India and abroad. In her message, the President has said, and I quote, "On the auspicious occasion of Diwali, I extend my warm greetings and best wishes to all fellow citizens living in India and abroad. Diwali is a festival of joy and happiness. It is celebrated to mark the victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and justice over injustice. People of different religions and faiths celebrate this festival and spread the message of love, brotherhood, and harmony. This festival is a symbol of kindness, positivity and prosperity. The festival of Deepavali illuminates our conscience and inspires us to work for welfare of humanity. One lamp can light us many others. In the same manner, we can bring happiness and prosperity in the lives of poor and needy by sharing our joys with them. Let us all celebrate the Festival of Light safely and take pledge for nation building by contributing in the conservation of environment." South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has extended Diwali greetings to the Indian community.
Namaste. On behalf of the government and the people of South Africa, I offer my good wishes to the Hindu community as it celebrates Diwali, the Festival of Lights. As a nation of many cultures and faiths, we have a deep appreciation of the importance of Diwali to members of the Hindu faith. Diwali is a celebration of the triumph of light over darkness.
The US Embassy in New Delhi celebrated the Festival of Lights with enthusiasm, and in a video shared by Embassy on social media platform X, US Ambassador to India Eric Garcetti can be seen celebrating Diwali with his colleagues. Garcetti said he was delighted to celebrate the Festival of Lights for the first time in India.
Community here in New Delhi. You make life full of light every single day. We can't wait to celebrate, to bring the light in through singing, through dancing. We'll see you at the show.
Australia's High Commissioner to India has also extended Diwali greetings.
Ab sabko Diwali ki shobhkamnayein. On behalf of all of us here at the High Commission, to all of you, to your families, to your communities, to your neighborhoods, we wish you the most joyous, happy and prosperous Festival of Light.
Ambassador of Japan to India, Hiroshi Suzuki, has extended Diwali wishes with his wife. Tihar celebration starts today in Nepal. Devotees feed ravens to appease the god of death. Nepal celebrates today the first day of the Festival of Lights called Tihar, and it is the second biggest festival of Hindus in Nepal after Dashain. People take holy dips in rivers and ponds at sunrise on this day. The market in Nepal is crowded with devotees shopping for the Tihar celebration. Traditional sweets such as chimti, lakamari, barfi, peda, laddu are high on sale during Tihar festivity. The Indian Cultural Association, in collaboration with Swami Vivekananda Cultural Centre in Sri Lanka, organized Diwali celebrations at Hotel Taj Samudra in Colombo today. The event witnessed cultural performance that enthralled the audience, and in addition, an animation on the relevance of Diwali and Ramayan was also displayed. The dynamic festival of Diwali has cast its radiant spell on the city, igniting the spirit of Dubai's residents in jubilant festivities. Various communities have united in celebration, exemplifying the rich tapestry of diversity that characterizes Dubai. Numerous neighborhoods, including Al Malkoon, Bur Dubai, Karama, and Al Barsha, sparkle with vibrant illuminations as residents transform their spaces into captivating displays of light. From the traditional illumination of lamps to breathtaking firework exhibitions, the city has draped itself in a myriad of colors. Local markets are experiencing a surge in demand for traditional clothing, sweets, and ornamental items as residents prepare to immerse themselves in the Diwali spirit. The palpable enthusiasm is evident as people exchange greetings and gifts, nurturing a sense of camaraderie throughout the city. Diwali, the festival of lights, is celebrated all across India. It symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. DD India's Sujata Lochab reports.
India, the land of festivals, where the vibrant and celebratory spirit of the country is beautifully expressed through its diverse festivities. One such celebration is Diwali, also known as Deepavali, the festival of lights, colors, and cuisine. Diwali is a lunar calendar-based event that occurs from mid-October to mid-November. Apart from Hindus, Diwali is also celebrated by Sikh and Jain communities. For some North Indian communities, Diwali signifies the beginning of New Year. It symbolizes the triumph of good over evil, with origins tracing back to Lord Ram's return to Ayodhya after defeating demon king Ravan. This day holds a special place for Ayodhya, one of the holy cities in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, as Lord Ram's birthplace. Entire nation is eagerly waiting for the completion of the magnificent Ram temple that is under construction there. Though people start preparing a month in advance, the actual festivities start from Dhanteras, a day when people purchase new things they believe will bring prosperity and good luck. Second day is called Naraka Chaturdashi, named so since it is celebrated on the 14th day of the lunar cycle. The third day, when the entire nation immerses in vibrant festivities, from making colorful rangolis to decorating homes with blinking lights and earthen lamps. The entire nation adorns a new look on the moonless night of Diwali. After Govardhan Puja on the fourth day, the 5-day festival culminates with Bhai Dooj, a celebration of sibling bonds. Diwali is now not limited to physical borders. With India's expatriate community, the festival is spreading the lights of India's cultural heritage across the globe.
Updates now from the Israel-Hamas conflict. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the conflict will continue until Hamas is defeated.
We won't stop until the mission is completed. The war against Hamas, ISIS, is progressing in full swing and has one goal, which is to win. Army forces have completed the encircling of the Gaza Strip. They are working now inside the city. outskirts of Al-Shifa hospital. They killed 2,000 terrorists, including senior commanders, who were among those who led this terrible massacre on the Saturday, the 7th of October.
Netanyahu also said Gaza would be demilitarized after the war.
אני שמח שמנהיגים רבים בעולם נענו להזמנתי.
As for the talk about the day after this day, will only be after the elimination of Hamas. Gaza will be demilitarized and there will no longer be a threat from the Gaza Strip to the state of Israel. And to ensure there won't be such threat as long as it's needed, IDF will control Gaza Strip security to prevent terror within.
Chief Israeli military spokesperson Rear Admiral Daniel Hagri has said that Israeli military will help evacuate babies trapped in Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital.
The east side of the hospital is open on El Wade Street for the safe pass of Gazans who wish to leave the hospital. We're speaking directly and regularly with the hospital staff. The staff of the Shifa hospital has requested that tomorrow we will help the babies in the pediatric department to get to a safer hospital. We will provide the assistance needed.
In a latest video, the Israeli Defense Forces have claimed to have found arms and ammunition inside a kindergarten while operating in northern Gaza. The video has been shared on social media platform X. The Israeli Defense Forces said its 551st Brigade exposed and destroyed weapons found in civilian areas over the past 2 weeks. The situation in the Middle East have remained tense ever since Hamas terrorists attacked Israel on October 7th. Saudi Arabia hosted an Arab Islamic summit in Riyadh where leaders from 57 Muslim countries were in attendance. The leaders discussed the Israel-Hamas conflict. More details in our next report.
Saudi Arabia on Saturday hosted an extraordinary summit of Islamic and Arab leaders and discussed the worsening situation in Gaza. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and dozen other leaders attended the summit. They called for a halt to forced displacement of Palestinians. Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan, Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Ahmad Al Thani, and Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, who was welcomed back in the Arab League earlier this year, also attended the summit. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron has called for a ceasefire. After Macron's statement, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu responded, saying world leaders should be condemning Hamas and not Israel. He said, "These crimes that Hamas is committing today in Gaza will be committed tomorrow in Paris, New York, and anywhere in the world." Israeli army video showed ground and air strikes on Hamas targets in central city of Gaza. Multiple blasts light up Gaza sky overnight into Saturday, as huge plumes of smoke rose from buildings near the border with Israel. Fighting has intensified near Gaza City's overcrowded hospitals, which Palestinian officials said were hit by explosions and gunfire. Bureau reports, DD India.
Well, still to come on this edition of DD India Live. Protests held in front of Socialist Party headquarters in Spain's capital city of Madrid. We'll tell you why. Stay tuned. Russia says it shot down several Ukrainian fighter jets. Stay with us to know more.
Let's celebrate Diwali with Indian cinema. With glittering diyas, glowing and enthralling, sparkling as well as colorful lights.
Celebrate Diwali, joy, love, spread sweets, and understand what Diwali means.
Diwali, the festival of lights, is a significant Hindu celebration symbolizing the victory of light over darkness and good over evil.
Diwali has been one of Bollywood's cherished festivals.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Let's now get you the latest updates on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Russia has said that it shot down several Ukrainian fighter jets, including a MiG-29, while Ukraine said it launched multiple attacks on the Russian troops and weapons, including air defense facilities. The Russian military said that its forces struck Ukrainian troops and destroyed its weapons and equipment, including tanks, armored vehicles, and American-made howitzers. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian armed forces said that its forces engaged in 71 battles with Russia on the front line in the last 24 hours. Former U.S. President Donald Trump, currently the leading contender for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination at a campaign rally in New Hampshire, said that if he becomes the president, there will be no World War III. He also promised protection for veterans, ending conflicts in the Middle East and Ukraine.
To me, peace through strength is not just a political slogan, it's actually a moral duty. And it's my commitment to you, the American people, but you will not have World War III. You know, we were respected when I was president.
News from Spain now, where on Saturday protesters clashed with police near the Socialist Party headquarters in Spanish capital Madrid for a third consecutive night. Protests erupted after Spain's socialist acting prime Pedro Sanchez won support of the National Basque Party, the Canaries Coalition and Catalan Separatist Party Junts to secure a new term with absolute majority. Sanchez's deal secured with the Junts include passing a contentious law granting amnesty to those convicted over Catalonia's attempt to secede from Spain in 2017. The International Media Center for 30th Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Economic Leaders Meeting has officially opened to journalists in San Francisco in the United States. And the Media Center will be generating all the latest APEC summit news, for which more than 2,000 credentials has been issued to media outlets from around the world. The 30th APEC meeting, which will be held from November 11th to 17th, will gather world leaders, dignitaries and visitors to discuss global issues, including digital trade, climate change and environmental sustainability. Let's take a look at other stories making headlines across India. More than 21,000 earthen lamps were lit on the occasion of Diwali in the Bareilly police lines in the northern Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. Personnel of the Indian Border Security Force exchanged sweets with members of their Bangladesh counterpart, Border Guard Bangladesh, at India-Bangladesh border, Fulbari, on the occasion of Diwali. As the country celebrates Diwali today, the Indian Army patrolled at the height of 4,000 feet in heavy snow on the line of control opposite Pakistan posts in the northern Indian town of Poonch in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Air pollution has emerged as one of the biggest environmental health risks of our times. According to the UN, air pollution kills an estimated 7 million people every year globally. In Changemakers, this week, meet innovators who are providing unique solutions to the challenge of air pollution.
Air pollution is one of the most pressing environmental and public challenges of our time. It is, you can call it an invisible enemy that affects the health of not just few hundreds, but few billions, and the vitality of ecosystems, the economy of nations, and so on. At AMBI, we believe that the fight against air pollution begins with reliable data. If you can't measure it, you cannot solve it. So our innovations are designed to provide real-time, actionable insights into air quality. We leverage all the latest, greatest technology. We have proprietary data from proprietary sensors, advanced algorithms. We're not just keeping up with the challenge, but we're also working a lot harder to stay ahead of it.
Ours is a primarily nature-based technology-focused work wherein we are identifying technologies which have been inspired by the natural phenomena that occurs in the nature. So one of our core technology, we call it breathing roots technology, essentially improves the breathability of natural plant so that there is a greater air purification happening from a simple normal plant as well. So for example, one of our products can magnify the cleaning capability of a normal indoor plant by almost 500 times.
And you can watch the brand new episode of Changemakers on Sunday, 12th of November at 8 p.m. IST and 2:30 p.m. GMT. And then now you watching DD India News Hour, and time now for sport. And India have won the toss and chose to bat first against their last league clash with the Netherlands at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru in ICC Cricket World Cup. Having already confirmed their semi-final spot in the 2023 ODI, India are looking to get in the groove ahead of the knockout match in Mumbai next week. For the Dutch, however, it is their last match of their campaign. The Scott Edwards-led side defeated South Africa and Bangladesh in the league stage, but haven't fared as well against other teams. Fans in Bengaluru have made special cutouts of Virat Kohli as the Indian batter closes in to 50th ODI century. Watch this report by Anil Thomas.
M. Chinnaswamy Stadium and Virat Kohli have a lot in common. This is Virat Kohli's home turf. This is where he plays for Royal Challengers Bangalore. And the people here have he has a huge following here. Though his hometown is Delhi, but it's home away from home for Virat Kohli in Bangalore. This is a special feature for Virat Kohli, though he doesn't average much playing for India on this very track, but this is what the fans have done for him. Right from century number 1 to century number 49 that he scored, every moment has been featured in a cutout with numbers being given to every celebration that he has done. People are expecting much from this inconsequential game. Virat Kohli coming good hitting, century number 50 in one-day cricket, and the fans are expecting nothing less than Virat to make it a Diwali to remember. With camera person S. Jayashankar, Anil Thomas for DD India from the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru.
And Team India on Saturday celebrated Diwali with their friends, family and support staff at the team hotel in Bengaluru. Now, pictures of Team India celebrating Diwali are gaining significant traction on X. In the picture, cricketers can be seen wearing traditional Indian attire and posing for the camera with bright smiles on their faces. The men in blue are currently playing against the Netherlands in their last league match of the World Cup before they move on to their semi-final clash against New Zealand. And England defeated Pakistan in their last league game by 93 runs at Eden Gardens on Saturday, chasing a target of 338 runs. Pakistan batters were bowled out on 244 runs in 43.3 overs. Earlier, England won the toss and opted to bat. The openers laid the foundation by scoring 82 runs in 14 overs, and after that, Stokes and Root added over 100 runs as they dominated the Pakistan bowling attack. England batters Johnny Bairstow, Joe Root and Ben Stokes hammered half-centuries to power their team to imposing total of 337 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. For England, Joe Root became the first England batter to score 1,000 runs in the ODI World Cup. A decade ago, Kabaddi was virtually unknown in Tanzania, but the sport is now enjoying unprecedented growth in the country. Established with the support of Indian Embassy there, the nation's Kabaddi Association is working hard to grow the sport. DD India's Isaac Lucando has more on the sport's development.
A weekly practice session for members of the Buffalo Kabaddi Club in Dar es Salaam. The club is one of several in the country that are spearheading the growth of the game of Kabaddi.
In 2013, when we started, the game's reception was very poor. We mostly used players from other sports, since I also teach assorted games. But as days go on, the situation has improved. We now have a large program. All the national team players, for example, come from our school program.
In 2021, Tanzania hosted the Africa Kabaddi Championship tournament for the first time, where the national team were runners-up behind winners Egypt. Zuena Hassan, who took part in the women's team, says the main challenge to the game's growth is competition from mainstream sports.
Kabaddi is not like football. Football has a lot of aspects to it, while Kabaddi is not as complicated. With sponsors investing and good players like us representing the country, we can go far through Kabaddi.
The growth of Kabaddi in Tanzania lends itself to support from the Indian government, which now includes the services of 2 coaches who are currently helping to train players. So far, 2 players from Tanzania have already featured in the Indo-International Premier Kabaddi League. Compared to other games, Kabaddi doesn't require a lot of resources to play. For instance, in terms of space, a 10 by 13 meter ground suffices, which means it can be played almost anywhere. This and a host of other factors have convinced the leadership of the Tanzanian Kabaddi Association that the game could scale up its presence in the country. Coaches from India say apart from a language barrier, they seem to be making progress in the country.
We are going for training for coaches and officials, as well as we are doing training for players also. So in all aspects we are trying to do the work so that in future they can come up as a good team.
The Tanzanian Kabaddi Association has lofty dreams of becoming African champions and possibly dominating at the global competition in India next year. But for now, the country's players continue to train, hoping that one day Kabaddi will take a seat among mainstream sports in Tanzania. Isaac Lukando in Dar es Salaam, reporting for DD India.
All right, that's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live and have an auspicious, clean and a happy Diwali. Namaskar.